Right, so I am fucking fuming right now, right? I'm a big, strong, angry man. So listen to me. These little cunts, right? Fucking Generation Z. Oh, those little rapscallions, they have been up to something to me. So they seem to have this new fucking sexual fetish, right? Where a bunch of like that whole group of people, like the trans people and the other people who have like Stephen Hawking fucking like collapsed and his head fell forward and landed onto a fucking keyboard and started typing in random letters, and they'll have that as their fucking pronouns. And then if you don't understand what they mean, they'll be like, oh, you're offending me, I'm being oppressed. Like, shut up, bitch. And then you have these people, so they have this new thing, right, where they seem to have this new kink. So when like some trans person, right, is getting like fingered, like, so Gen Z's got this new fucking thing, right, where they're where some trans person's getting their like cut out minge fucking like fingered by some like deformed person, and then like halfway through he'll accidentally poke one of her like 4 deformed fucking vagina jellyfish tentacle looking things, and then he'll start going, oh no, and then she'll say some shit like, oh that's a touching my stinky fucking fanny flaps phobic, and then after that they'll just, after random fucking like words are said, they'll just add the word phobic to them. So the new one, right, their new thing that they're doing this on, their new fucking thing that they're doing this on is so we all know fat shaming, you know, when some like fucking like obese whale like washes up on shore and you start going, fatty, boom, boom, fatty, right? That's called fat shaming, right? That's been the name for generations, years. There's no need to change it. You know what Gen Z did? This fucking outrageous, this, where we shouldn't be fucking focusing on wars and brutal crimes. We should be focusing on this, right? So you know what these fucking pricks did? You know what they did? They started saying shit like fatphobia, made that word. So at first when you hear that, you'll probably just like fucking think, just what the fuck does that mean? That's not a fucking word, is it? Dictionary, and you search fat, like imagine you ask some like fucking like 70-year-old fucking man, right, in like a library, like sitting there like with his like face, like, having like a slow up and down, moving side to side, like he's doing like a fucking dance with his hand when he's having a wank, like he's stirring a fucking pot, going, because he's such an old cunt and his fucking like bones are like so brittle and old that they'll break if he goes fucking any faster, but his brittle old fucking bones will break if he goes anything more than like 1.7 miles per hour. So, and then asking him, and then asking like help with the dictionary, like if he sees you, you're slightly chubby, right, and he sees you got big like puffs on your eye, he might think you have Down syndrome and need help with reading, and you ask him to find the part in the page that says fatphobia. There's gonna be fuck all there, isn't there? There'll be racism, our good old friend. There'll be what the fuck's his name, homophobia. There'll be all those things, right? But there's no fat phobia, is there, right? So originally it just sounds like something that some fucking like fat, like a slightly overweight woman, right? And I mean, slightly overweight, the fucking a bit more than slightly overweight, right? Probably just started ranting that on. Then a bunch of like 11-year-olds that think they're all big little cheeky bad boys and start going, this fat bitch is telling us this new word, it's not real, lol, no way people actually say that, and then we'll have to deal with these and then I've recently been seeing in the comment sections of videos, right, fucking people like seriously saying, oh, in that movie or in that book, that the fat phobia against his character is so unacceptable. Like, you know, J.K. Rowling, right, that fucking like wrinkly old bitch, right, who wrote that story about that like specky little, about that like fat fucking like bearded man like kicking some like poor orphan boy's door open one day and then like taking him to some like sex dungeon on a fucking island called Hogwarts and like bumming him for 7 years, and then he's forcing him to fight some like bald man who's been getting like bummed by Hagrid all his life. Oh yeah, so anyway, so you know she's been under fire because she said some mean naughty word about trans people or something like that. Well, anyway, basically I saw in the comments of a TikTok video, right, where someone was complaining about some shit she wrote in her book about the fucking like little Irish what's his name again, Sean McGonagall, that fucking little cunt in Harry Potter, right? It's people are saying shit about him being the IRA, saying, oh, it's talking about explosions, IRA, oh no, so racist. And then so anyway, I saw someone in the comments saying, oh, and the fat phobia against this two little fat cunts in the show. Fat phobia, right? People seriously fucking read the words fat phobia, right? It looks like I'm doing blackface, it's so fucking dark. They read the word fat phobia, right? And they think that it's only just reading that and just forgetting it exists and think, what a silly, a stupid fucking word. They fucking read it like, oh, of course adding phobia to make fat shaming sound more, what the fuck's the word? Because fat shaming doesn't sound, it just sounds like one of those little punishments that you get. Oh, you cheeky little cunt, don't you do that again. Don't say sorry to big fucking tub. Oh, go say sorry to Tubby Tubson over there. Oh, sorry, fatty. And then, but they're making it a more serious thing, which, you know, not a bad thing, alright? No one likes getting called a fat fucking cunt or anything like that. No one likes when they fucking like walk out a beach to everyone going, oh look, it's fucking Moby Dick. Moby Dick went on shore, he grew fucking legs, he evolved. No one likes that, right? But like, come on, like they could have just done something different, alright? Fatphobia. Right, what is the fucking point in that? Like, what was the point in changing that word and making that whole thing? Like, they could have raised awareness. They could have said, oh look, this whale, I mean, slightly tubby, young, pussy slaying, pussy power woman will start, if you call her fat, it will upset her, and start talking about how it could negatively affect her. But instead of doing that, they just thought of this whole new fucking random word called fatphobia, right? And they're adding the word phobia to just every single fucking thing anymore. Like, it's valid, right, for stuff like fucking, what the fuck's the word? Like, gay people, black people, all that, right? They get their own phobias against them, right? But fat people, alright? Like, I'm a former fat cunt myself, you know, I used to be an absolute fucking whale. Like, I used to look like a fucking James Corden after his, like, 7th fucking meal of the day. It's like the start, he's only been awake for, like, 4 fucking minutes, and he's already eaten more things than fucking Lizzo has for breakfast. So anyway, I used to be a fat cunt, and I when I got called fat, right, I didn't start, like, complaining and acting like I was some oppressed group of people, alright? I was born with the privilege of being a white man, so I have no words against me that can affect my identity, so fuck off, fuck you all. And there's someone else I need to say that I can't remember. Anyway, go start, like, harassing fat people or anything, because you know, I've got nothing against fatty boom booms, alright? Nothing against them, alright? It's just like fat phobia, like, come on, like, the phobias was meant to be of certain groups of people. Like, in a way, fat people are a group of people, but being fat is something you can fucking change. Like, even if you don't have the willpower or anything, right, there are still ways to change that. Like, being fucking black, you can't, like, repaint your skin color or some shit like that, so that's why they have a fucking phobia against them. But fat people, like, what the fuck, they're not a fucking, like, oppressed group of people. They're just fucking, like, old people who put on too many pounds. Like, go in the gym. Like, I know you probably can't fit through the fucking door when you're going in there, but just try. Like, once you start getting out and moving, like, I didn't even, like, lose weight by doing exercise. I just magically fucking lost weight one day. But, you know, you need to do exercise, right? You don't even need to do, like, this fucking, like, operations where they put some, like, big, like, robo machine up your fucking, like, big Batman Batcave shaped minge, and then, like, suck all the fat out of you. There's stuff like that, but, like, so there's heaps of options, right? So you have the slight opportunity to not be fat, right? Which that doesn't make you not an oppressed group of people, but you have the opportunity. It's something you can take away, right? That's why they're a protected identity, like black people and stuff like that, because they can't change that, right? You can fucking change being fat. In a way you can, okay? But at the same time you can, because, like, I know, like, people have been saying, oh, do you think people want to be fat, eh? If you were a fat fucking, you would go on a run, wouldn't you? Well, you see how hard it is. Like, you gotta get up and moving, you know, like, in the morning, if you're fucking in your bed and you're struggling to either get up, either because you weigh too much or because you're just a lazy cunt. That happens to me all the time. All you gotta do is you just gotta set your fucking mind for it and just step up. If you're too obese to do that, just fucking roll out of bed, roll outside, try not to, like, squash any people out. Anyway, so we've got to stop all of this ridiculousness from everyone. Gen Z, stop adding phobia to every fucking word. You know, like, stop adding phobia to every fucking word. Generation Z, you don't need to do that. There's no need. You know, there's other ways. There's other words we can use. I mean, actually, the whole video probably had, like, no point. Like, I haven't made, like, any points here. I've just fucking been, like, rambling on. So anyway, I'm gonna go now. Fuck all these. I'm a gangster. And anyway, as I've said before, don't go harassing big fat whale people. Alright, it's not a nice thing to do. You know, fat people, they may be, like, sometimes scary at times, you know, like, when you're walking past them, they can be like, oh, it feels so good to not be a fatty boom boom anymore. I can just fucking slander my old race of people. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. So anyway, if you fucking knees, Jesus, I'm still a fat cunt. I just nearly broke my knee from fucking standing. Oh, fuck. Alright.
There's only one beer left. Rappers screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. Tempt me, do a number on a label. Beat up all the MCs and drink them under the table like it's on me. Put it on my tab, kid, however you get there. Foot it, cab it, iron horse it. You leave it on your face, forfeit. Across the mic, hold it like the heat, he might toss it. Told her, tell him they stole it. He told her he lost it. She told him get off it and a bunch of other more shit. Getting money, DTs be getting no new leads. It's like he eating watermelon, stay spitting new seeds. It's the weed, give me some of what he drooping off. Soon as he wake up, choking like it was whooping cough. They grouping soft. First hour at the open bar and they trooping off.